guys, welcome back. So today I'm in the car solo. Aaron the cameraman couldn't make it out with me this afternoon, but I do hope to meet Phil the cameraman out at the range. He's coming up from downstate, has about a 3-hour car ride, but it's a nice day to be on the road and a really nice day to be at the range. Looks like it's going to be about 80 degrees outside and sunshine, and I brought out 2 rifles to play with this afternoon. One rifle you've seen on the channel a little bit before, and that's the Robinson Armament XCR in 5.56. I'm going to continue my evaluation of that rifle this afternoon. But also I brought out a rifle that's new to me. I've never had this rifle out of the box, so this will be something of a first shots video. But the rifle I'm talking about is the MGI Hydra. The Hydra is a AR-15 type rifle that's multi-caliber. You can quickly swap it between calibers. I have it in 3 calibers, 7.62 by 39, and it uses standard AK magazines, 5.56 and 9mm. So I'm really looking forward to getting out to the range and playing with these rifles. I'm really looking forward to shooting the Hydra. And again, it's going to be a beautiful day, so about an hour or so left for me on the road. And once I get there, get the cameras fired up, the guns out of the boxes and ready to go, we'll shoot some video. So this is the MGI Hydra. This is the multi-calibered AR-15 I was telling you guys about in the car when I was driving out to the range today. The rifle's currently set up to fire 5.56, and I have a few rounds loaded into this Lancer 5 magazine. What I'm going to do is fire a few rounds out of it. I don't want to get the barrel too hot because you can burn yourself taking the barrel out of the gun, obviously. But then I'm going to convert it to 9mm. Now I also have a 7.62 by 39 kit here this afternoon. Unfortunately, well, let me put it this way. I always have to forget at least one thing when I come to the range. What I forgot today was an AK magazine. So the one caliber I really want to try the most out of the rifle, I'm not going to be able to show you guys this afternoon. So I have 5.56 and 9mm. So anyway, let's fire a few rounds of 5.56 here really quick. It works just like a standard AR-15. Outwardly, it looks just like a standard AR-15, perhaps except for this little block right here, which I'll explain here in a minute. Let's fire a couple of rounds. All right, locks open. The thing is actually surprisingly accurate too, despite the fact it has a quick change barrel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the upper off the lower receiver. 2 push pins, just like a standard AR-15. Pop your pins out, separate the 2. I'm going to go ahead and take the bolt carrier out so it will unlock from the barrel extension. And now there's a little lever here. I'm going to flip this lever up. Kind of tough to do. There's quite a bit of tension on it. There we go. So you flip this lever up, slide the whole block up, and then rotate these 2 little arms down. Now once you've done that, you can pull the barrel free of the receiver. Okay? So now it's ready to accept the 9mm barrel. That's what I'm going to convert it to. So I'm going to grab the 9mm barrel out of my kit here. You'll notice obviously it does not have a gas tube. I'm just going to set it down inside. Swing these little arms up. Slide the block down. Swing this over and lock it in place. Got to get it all the way down. Okay, now it's locked in place. The barrel change is done. I'm going to grab the 9mm bolt out of the case. Stick that in the rifle, and now all that's left to do is to change the magazine well. This is really kind of cool. You'll want to drop your trigger guard down. Just push on this little detent and pull down. And now all you have to do is push the magazine release, and the whole block just slides right off. All right? I'm going to grab my 9mm block, set it on, push the button, locks into place, swing my trigger guard up. Now I've changed magazine wells. All right, put the upper and lower back together. using the same buffer and everything. There we go. All right. Now let's load a few rounds of some Wolf. This is the first time I've fired the 9mm kit. I fired the 5.56 out here this morning. Load a few rounds into it. Would appear that these are standard Colt SMG mags. It came with this 20 rounder. Now, of course, when you change barrels, it's expected that your point of aim or your point of impact will shift because of the sight that's mounted to the rail. Changing barrels typically causes a slight point of impact shift. All right, let's fire a few rounds. Point of impact didn't change hardly at all, surprisingly. I'm shooting at a 25-yard paper target. I can see the holes. Bolt locks open just fine. That was Wolf, 115 grain. The gun that I ordered came in this kit with the 3 rifle calibers. Looks like that. Barrels, bolts, magazines all fit in here. And this is what the AK magazine well looks like. I wish I could show you it working, but use the standard AK mags, lock in. Next time I come to the range, I'll bring this out and show it to you guys. I'm really excited to try this at 7.62 by 39. Oh, I was so mad at myself. But anyway, let's do a little bit more shooting with the Hydra, see how it works out today. I'm going to shoot at 100 yards and see if the sights are still mostly on. They seem to be at the 25-yard paper target. This is the 9mm kit. Yeah, sights seem to be pretty much on still, which is surprising. The only thing I don't like about the 9mm kit, that's a nice heavy barrel, but it's not threaded. So I might have to send the barrel out and get it threaded 1/2 by 28 so I can run my suppressor on it. But other than that, really good function out of the rifle so far, despite the fact I'm shooting steel-cased Wolf ammunition, which sometimes causes problems with various guns. If I was to shoot, full power 9mm, I wouldn't expect any problems. Load up 20 rounds here really quickly. I've had no malfunctions with the Hydra. Everything seems to be working perfectly. All right, that's 18. There's 20. As soon as I say that, I'll have a malfunction. Almost had one. User. And locks open. Thing's spot on. Really a neat rifle. The fit and finish on the gun seems to be really good. I'm looking forward to doing the full review. But I got 1,000 more rounds to shoot out of it before I do that. I guess a couple thousand because I have to try it in 3 different calibers. But I'm really liking the rifle. It's a very good looking, very good shooting rifle. Huh. All right. I've been sitting here trying to figure out what might have started to cause these malfunctions. The only thing I can really think of, the gun started off running just fine, got a couple of magazines through it, and as the gun started to get hot, I started to see the malfunctions. I've been slowly turning the gas system up, increasing the gas pressure, operating the bolt carrier, and I finally have the gas system wide open, and we're still seeing issues. Now, it seems to be cycling okay, at least for now, but it's just barely throwing some cases out of the ejection port, which definitely isn't right. So I'm going to fire another magazine through it. The barrel's still hot, and see if the heat has something to do with it. All right, again, that's with the gas system wide open. Quickly load in another 20 rounds.
All right, we hear 9, so the gun's doing what it's supposed to do.
I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I've had a problem with the rifle. I've never had to mess with the gas settings before. The only other thing I can do is try some different ammo again, but like I said, I didn't bring anything else out this afternoon. Just brought a case of this PMC X-Tac, which I've never had problems with before. Another 20 rounds. See that? That case just kind of barely fell out of the ejection port. I can just catch that out of my peripheral vision. And there we go. Classic stovepipe. So I'm guessing it may have something to do with a combination of the ammunition and the temperature of the rifle. But it's definitely failing. I have no more gas settings to adjust. I've let the XCR cool off. I'm going to fire not quite a full magazine out of it just to see if the functioning issues persist, just to find out if it's heat related or not. Nope. Another malfunction. You know what? I can feel that bolt carrier slowing down. I don't have any more gas settings. That's the factory setting right there. Yeah, it's that nasty double feed. It's spun around a spent casing, tried to cram it back in the chamber, and tried to feed a live round behind it. Now, I set it back to its factory setting, and all of a sudden it seems to be behaving. Let's try it again. Now, the first few malfunctions I had was with that factory gas setting, so I'm not sure what to make of all this. But you'll notice when I set it back to its factory gas setting, it seemed like it was kicking those empties out with a lot more authority. Totally weird behavior. Seems to be running fine now. Huh, strange behavior, but it's really kicking those empties out. The trigger on this thing is really, really nice. It's a really good trigger. I like the overall feel of it. This narrow handguard, this is our new key mod upper, is really nice. So I'm gonna have to play with it some more. I think it's either heat related or something like that, because as I'm going back and forth through the gas settings, I'm getting different behavior. But when the gun heats up, it certainly seems to induce the problems. More work to come in trying to figure out what that issue is with the PMC X-Tac ammo. I hope you guys enjoyed coming out to the range this afternoon. I was kind of a little bit sad with some of the performance issues I had with the XCR and 5.56. You know, what's kind of strange is I've had it out to the range a couple of times. I've never had problems with it before, never had to mess with the gas settings. Today I was having problems with the PMC X-Tac. I thought perhaps they were magazine related. I had an old GI, US GI magazine, and swapped it out with the Lancer 5, upped the gas setting, brought the gas setting down, tried everything, and continued to have malfunctions. I'm not going to get too worried about it right now. I want to go back to shooting some Wolf Gold and some other ammunition. It very well could be the ammo. I don't know how it could be, but it could be. It also seemed as though the problems started to manifest themselves when the gun started to get hot. So I'm going to have to further investigate that. The accuracy out of the XCR is really good. I was hitting targets out to 600 yards with it. This little primary arms 4x optic, the PAC 4X, PAC 4X, is a really great sight for the money. And this bullet drop compensator, again, was getting me all the way out to 600 yards, and one range trip out here when I was shooting the Wolf Gold out to 800 yards on a steel man-sized target. Good sight. So stay tuned for more information on the XCR. Now the Hydra really impressed me today. First time out to the range with it. I really like the fact that I can quickly change calibers. You know, I didn't even read the manual. I just kind of played with it, figured out how to take it apart, which is super intuitive, super easy. Swapping between calibers, man, it's a dream. I haven't run into any performance issues. The gun shoots straight. I was surprised to find out that the 9mm and the 5.56 shot pretty much to the same point of aim with my H1. Is this an H1? Yeah, this is an H1 Micro I have on here today. So, you know, typically what you'll see if you change barrels and leave the same sight on the gun, you'll see a little bit of a point of impact shift, or a point of aim, point of impact shift. And I am not seeing too much of that with this rifle. I'm not saying that that would be the case with all rifles, and it very well could change when I put the 7.62x39 kit in it, which is something I wasn't able to do today. As I told you guys, I don't know why I continue to forget stuff, but I do. And today I forgot the thing that I really wanted to shoot most, my AK magazines and the 7.62x39 kit in this Hydra. But if you guys have any questions about anything you've seen in the video today, you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/military arms. I also invite you to swing by and check out our online gun shop, which is coppercustom.com. Again, everybody, thanks for those subscriptions. Thanks for watching all the time, and I will talk to you guys soon.